You're watching KCCI 8 News Commitment 2020 Caucus Countdown.
And welcome back. We are getting you ready to caucus on February 3rd.
And if you plan to caucus for a Democrat, here's what you need to know. First, you must be registered as a Democrat to participate, but you can change parties on caucus night. Be sure to double check your caucus location because that may have changed from 4 years ago. And once you're at your caucus site, make sure to fill out and turn in a presidential preference card when it's all over.
The Iowa GOP has similar reminders. If you plan to participate, you must register as a Republican. If you plan to register on caucus night, the GOP asks that you bring an ID with you. Also, make sure to double check your precinct location.
Republican and Democratic caucuses are very different. Both parties have a whole different set of rules on how they count those participants.
When the Democratic caucus begins, there is a call to order and an election of a permanent chair and secretary. Here's what happens next. Surrogates make their final pitch to the room for their presidential candidate, and then the counting begins. Caucus goers separate into their candidate preference groups, and the number of supporters in each group is counted. In order to be viable, a campaign must have 15% of the number of people in the room. If it doesn't, there is a realignment. During the realignment, viable groups try to sway people in non-viable groups to support their candidate. New this year, viable groups cannot try to steal supporters from another viable group during realignment. Once it's all settled and all remaining groups are deemed viable, the numbers are tallied. Iowa Republicans have fewer steps in their caucus process. Participants are simply asked to pick their preferred presidential candidate. The numbers are tallied and the precinct chair announces the number of delegates to be elected to attend the county convention. The delegates are nominated based on the candidates receiving the most support and confirmed by caucus participants.
Team, subscribe for more of these type of videos.